Section 5 to 1 Troubleshooting Procedures, Alarms. Operating alarms. During the sterilization cycle, there are 7 alarms which may occur. The door alarm indicates that the door switch is not actuated, and the door must be closed to start or run a cycle. The water, H20, alarm means that the temperature at the front bottom surface of the chamber is too hot, presumably because no water is left to boil. This alarm prevents the heating element from overheating and burning out. The fail alarm indicates that program sterilization parameters could not be reached in the time allotted, 45 minutes from start. A 3-minute or longer pause occurred during the sterilize portion of the cycle. It took 7 minutes to complete the air bleeding process, or the door was opened after fill cycle was finished. Under the first 3 conditions, the display is continuous, and for the last condition the display will flash. The fail alarm shows that the unit could not build or maintain pressure. The P1 alarm illuminates when the pressure transducer circuit is inoperative. The P2 alarm illuminates when the displayed pressure reaches 241 kPa, indicating that either air bleeding was insufficient or has a defective steam or pressure sensor. The SS1 alarm illuminates if temperature sensor is defective or if autoclave temperature is less than 10 degrees Celsius. The SS3 alarm illuminates if the microprocessor senses that the steam temperature reading has exceeded a maximum value of 140 degrees Celsius. All alarms produce beeps for 1 minute, or until the problems are corrected by the operator, and the indication is shown in the lower display window. The alarm display readings are shown until the operator depresses the clear/start button. The display reading should be recorded prior to depressing the clear/start button, but QA's depressing the button may also clear the display reading. The door alarm is cleared if the door is closed. Refer to Table 5 to 1 for possible causes. Display. Problem. Action. Door. All problems listed here also apply to fail. Door not fully closed during fill. Check door closure. Check D21 LED on driver interface board. D21 lights up if door is open or switch is disengaged. Door switch is not properly aligned. Remove switch cover plate at bottom right of chamber front. Adjust door switch for more contact with door latch. Faulty switch, wire or connection. Use D21 to check operation. Check switch and wire separately for continuity. H20. Surface sensor is heat sensitive and opens at 159 degrees Celsius. Surface sensor opens if A. Water does not get into the chamber. Check water path. A. Check for clogged fill valve, remove fill filter inside reservoir. Run a cycle, then reinstall filter. Pour water directly into the chamber and then start a cycle. Check amount of distilled water in reservoir. If low, add water until it reaches bottom of fill cup. Defective fill/vent solenoid. Run self-diagnostic check. The S1 check will test continuity of solenoid coil. Defective dumb solenoid. Run self-diagnostic check. The S2 check will test continuity of solenoid coil. If continuity checks OK, then a solenoid is stuck or tubings are clogged. Check for clogged fill filter inside reservoir and inside chamber. Clean filter and ultrasonic cleaner if required. Rerun cycle. Open door during fill cycle to see if water enters chamber. Remember to close door before fill cycle is complete. B. Water does not stay in chamber. Various valve leaks, with unit under pressure. Fill/vent valve, bubbles around pipe and bottom of reservoir. Dump valve, steam emitted from hex brass fitting at top of square opening in reservoir. Bellows valve, water spurts from condenser coil. B. Observe reservoir while chamber is pressurized to determine where water is being returned to reservoir. Clean appropriate valve seat or replace appropriate valve. C. Surface temperature sensor is faulty. C. Unplug and test sensor at room temperature for continuity. If no continuity, replace sensor. Leaking door gasket. Steam leaking and water dripping. If load blocks gasket, clear the load. Clean gasket. Check for position. If these fail, replace gasket. Fail. Unit takes more than 45 minutes to reach operating temperature. Check chamber for overloading. Check for valve leaks, same as H20. Check valves, fittings, and gasket for steam leaks. More than 3-minute lapse in sterilize countdown due to leak causing more than 4 kPa pressure decrease. Check safety valve for seepage at normal operating pressure. Replace if defective. Overheat protector opening too soon. Overheat LED is normally never eliminated. No heater power or insufficient heater power. Replace defective sensor. No heater power or insufficient heater power. Check amperage draw, see table 10-2. In insufficient amperage, check heater resistance with an ohm meter, see table 10-2. If heater is working, replace the mock chip on the driver board with a mock 3041 chip. Plug chip in with dot toward the transformer. If this does not correct the problem, replace the driver board. Check D22 LED on driver/interface board. If plugged into 220 volts outlet, relay switch light should be off. If heater relay switch LED is in wrong mode, replace driver/interface board. Check heater LED D15 on driver/interface board. Check heater LED on MPU board. If LEP on MPU board does not flash, then change MPU board. If LED on MPU board flashes but LED on driver/interface board does not, then check interconnecting ribbon cable. If cable is okay, replace driver/interface board. Door opened after fill or door switch circuit is broken. Check switch alignment and cable, see door alarm. Takes more than 7 minutes for temperature to rise from 90 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Check D22 LED. Also see above, no heater power. Pressure calibration incorrect, replace driver/interface board. Defective relay, 90 volts tilde 132 volts tilde only. This can be determined by measuring the current through pin 3 of P6, heater cable. If there is no current when the D15 is on, the relay is bad. Replace driver/interface board. P1. Pressure sensor RF calibration or not working. Check sensor output by using test points on driver/interface board. Measure TP10 to ground. Reading should be 10 mVK/Pa. Example, 10 kilopascals should equal 100 millivolts. Check TP4 at driver/interface board and MPU board. Voltmeter reading should be 17 VDC or above. If not, display board or ribbon cable may be the cause of the problem. Check TP6 to ground. Reading should be 15 VDC. If above checks pass, then the problem is the pressure transducer circuit. Replace the driver/interface board. P2. Unit reaches 241 kilopascals without displaying 135 degrees Celsius. Replace steam sensor. Bellows solenoid does not open or close between 98 degrees Celsius and 111 degrees Celsius. No saturated steam. A. Check power and resistance of bellows solenoid. If defective, replace bellows solenoid. B. Check for interference in the bellows solenoid line. Clean or replace line. Heater power never cuts back. Make sure that heater power LED D15 flashes as unit reaches desired temperature. Triac is defective. Replace driver/interface board. SS1. Pressure sensor is not in calibration, i.e. reads too high. Replace driver/interface board. Temperature display does not change. Replace steam sensor. Temperature is less than 10 degrees Celsius. If unit is cold, let it warm up for a while before attempting to operate. Temperature sensor is bad or unplugged. Use digital meter and measure between test points TP11 and TP5 for reading. Digital meter should agree with temperature display and vary 10 millivolts for every degree Celsius. Example, 25 degrees Celsius will read as 250 millivolts. SS3. Steam temperature too high, greater than 140 degrees. Check steam temperature on front panel display. Pressure sensor out of calibration. Check steam temperature sensor cable. Replace. No display. Unit won't turn on. See usage problems, section 5-3. Sterilizer questions answered. If you have any other questions, call us at 1-800-762-1586 or email us at info@sterilizers.com. There is more information you can find on sterilizers.com where you can call, email, WhatsApp, FB Messenger, or web chat.